An AI tool can produce all day long, but only you can decide if what it says is actually worth saying. Hi, I'm Clint Kendrick, and welcome back to the Master Your Merger video blog. Today, we're talking about the fourth deadly sin of AI in HR M&A, and today's sin is an expensive one. It's expensive in a way that never shows up on the balance sheet, and that's AI slop and the credibility trap. What makes this one sneaky is that the output is technically accurate. There's nothing factually wrong with it. It's just generic, formulaic, and obviously machine written. You present it, the sponsor or the deal team reads it, and nobody says a single word. Oh, but they notice. They always notice. And the next time you bring an analysis forward, they'll read it with a little more suspicion than they did last time. And your standing erodes meeting by meeting. And the worst part, you may never connect the decline back to its cause. Now, you may just feel the room getting a little colder. And here's the part that really stings. The problem isn't that the work is wrong. Wrong you could defend. The problem is that it's forgettable. And forgettable is worse than wrong because there's nothing to argue with and nothing to remember. You just become background noise in a room where your judgment used to carry real weight. I've seen this happen to people who are genuinely good at their jobs. Picture a monthly update to the steering committee. The summary is polished, but the sponsor notices the bullet structure is identical to last month's. So's the phrasing. So are the framings. And so are all of those M dashes marching across the page. You know, the ones that none of us ever actually type. Again, nothing's wrong. Nothing's memorable. In fact, you might be encouraged to use AI at your job. But 3 months in, the sponsor reads that update differently and discounts the information in a way that you know they've stopped leaning in to listen. So here's some practical takeaways. First, treat the output as a draft, never a deliverable. The structure the tool gives you is raw material. That's all it is. So put your voice on top of it. Rewrite the framing in your own words. Sharpen the one thing that matters. Cut the padding the tool loves to add. And please get rid of those M dashes. And use the simplest test there is. If you wouldn't have written it that way, then don't say it that way. Look, these tools can produce 100 polished pages by lunch, but none of them will sound like you unless you make it sound like you. Building a voice that earns trust in the room is a big part of what we work on inside the Master Your Merger membership with our master classes, replays, and practitioner toolkits. Come see it at www.masteryourmerger.com/membership. Next time, we'll talk about the sin that hides inside an answer that looks clean and complete, rushing past the questions that really matter.